Hello everybody and welcome to the first of my commentary in the Academy League in Gavra Racing. It is a pleasure to be here as we are in China in the Academy League of round 2. We currently have 16 drivers at the moment. We have a few people on an outlap at the moment as we've started a little bit late here, but be fine. So it's 16 drivers here today in this Academy League, all trying to move up through the ranks in the different leagues here in Gavra Racing. Here in our second race. So nearly everyone here is out on a flying lap. This is the second of 8 races. See if anyone's close to finishing an outlap here. Quite a few people coming down the end here. Onto the gravel goes Kebab as he comes round the final corner. He's going to cross the line. Oh, and Dog, sorry, there has done a 133.6. Barty at a 133.9 there in second place, and we still have everyone else on an outlap at the moment. Let's see who else is going to come across the line here. HTTP Pyro, 136.4. Cryptech, 138, and Keza RG with a 132.6. So this time's flying in at the moment. So far, let's have a look here. Dylan just coming around the final corner here. Charged, just put a lap time in there to 134. So many people coming in here. So everyone on out laps at the moment. Let's keep an eye on this man here, the man who won the last race. He also got pole position in that first track as well in Belgium, in Bahrain. Sorry, Bahrain. So be keeping a close eye on him, see if he can retain his #1 status in the league at the moment. Many people come across the line here. So Keza RG still leads at the moment, but there are still people on flying laps, and there's still 12 minutes left in this session, so there's definitely room for improvement. Here, Tim there just came round. He's coming around here into the final corner. Is he on a flying lap? Let's have a look here. He's just got straight into the pits there. Obviously, he's just wanting to pull out of that lap. Lonely Boy, he's going around for a flying lap now. Let's see how he does. GS58. Everyone just heading into the pits now. See if Cryptech can pull on a faster lap time. No, he didn't. He just quite a slower one. He obviously must have messed up some part there on the track. And everyone now mainly in the pits. I think just keep an eye on Lonely Boy, who is at the moment still on an outlap. Ooh, a bit of oversteer there, but he manages to hold it. We pulled out of that lap there. Anyone else on a flying lap at the moment? Let's look at Oriole. Let's see what lap time he's going to put in here. If he is on a flying lap, that is, which I believe he is. Or maybe, no, I don't think he is actually. No, he's just going into the pits there. So everyone here putting their lap times in. Still 5 drivers without a lap time at the moment. But there's still 9 minutes left in the session, so there's no rush as of yet. So everyone is just coming out for their out laps here. Let's keep an eye on this man here as he comes through. Turns 1, 2 and 3. Man who won the last race. Let's see if he can win it here in China. Nicely there. Through that corner. Done there through turns 9 and 10. He's going to make his way up into turns 11 and 12. Let's just keep an eye on this man here. The man who got first place in the last race, qualified pole, finished the race on pole position. As DRS as he goes down this very long straight here at the back of the track. Huge straight as he comes down into this sharp hairpin, turns 14 and 15. Up into the final corner. What lap time is he going to put through? I don't think it'll be the fastest. No, it isn't going to be. It's going to be 6th for him at the moment at a 1:34.2. Not what he would have hoped for after last week's result. But at the moment he's still sitting quite high up in 6th place. See if anyone else is out on a flying lap. Looks like Keza, who is in 1st place at the moment, is on a flying lap. So is Tim 2008. He's also on a flying lap. Let's see if anyone else is going to come across the line here. On their flying laps, looks like HTV Cryo is probably not going to improve that time. No, he isn't. Can Lonely Boy's still looking to put a lap time in? Looks like Keza didn't put in the lap time that he wanted, but right on board here with Tim as he's going to come round these last 2 corners. Very nicely there as he comes across the line and he goes first. A 1:32.5. If we just take quickly a look there at the gap, that was a 200th of a second off. 200th of a second faster, sorry, to 2nd place. So very nicely done there from Tim. See if anyone can improve. Lonely Boy and Super Bounty still looking for their respective lap times. Looks like Lonely Boy's coming down the final straight here. Let's have a look. Comes down into this sharp right-hander here in 14. Very nicely done there, and he's going to cross the line, and he goes 3rd. 800ths of a second behind Tim. Very nicely done there from him, in a 1:32.6 there. Very nicely done there from Lonely Boy as he puts himself up into third place. That podium position, it's not podium position yet. To see how he fares in the race. Super Bounty is going to come around the final corner here. Is he going to put in a lap time? And he goes 7th. 134.1. I'll be happy with that for the moment, as there's only 5 minutes left in this session, so we'll probably see a lot of cars now out on the track. Quite a few of them will be coming down for these final parts, seeing if they can improve any more than they already have. Quite a few people loving riding on the grass at the moment. Don't know why. Remember, this is only the Academy League, so if any of these drivers trying to make their way through up these different leagues here at Gavra Racing. Anyone as of yet on a flying lap? Lonely Boy possibly. Let's have a look, see if anyone in front of him. It was who exactly was that there? Yes, it was Just White Bids, but he's on a flying lap at the moment, so we'll just skip our way back. Oh, looks like Barty has come into the pits, and so has Lonely Boy. So it looks like that is going to probably be their session over, or they might possibly come back out for one more lap if they can. Anyone going to try and improve? Won't be there for HTTP Pyro. Quick Tech going to try and improve here? And he does, yes, he goes 134.2 and goes 8th place. So he is now in the top 10. The baby Yusuf is at the bottom here, but he is on his outlap. Anyone else going to put in the flying lap? I think Dogs actually just put in a lap there at 133.2. So very nicely done from him there. He's in 4th place. But he's still got a lot of making up to do if he wants to get into that top band there. Let's ride on board with the baby Yusuf, who is still without a lap time at the moment. On board of him here and see if he can get himself a lap time, as he has got a little bit of traffic in front of him. Taylor's going to have to move himself out of the way, and he does respectively there, as the baby Yusuf is on a flying lap, and he's only got 2 minutes left as he comes round these corners 11 and 12, round into the long right hander of 13 as he enters the long straight. And this straight here, oh no, I don't think he is actually on a flying lap. I think looks like he's bailed out of it, yes. But as I was going to say, this straight here, you can hit about 210 miles per hour on it. It's absolutely insane the speeds that these F1 cars go at. Anyone going to try and improve? Looks like Kebab just did improve from 133.3. Last week's winner trying to get himself back up there. He's not enjoying this track at all, as it doesn't seem. So he's only in 5th place at the moment. Is there anyone else trying to improve? Keza is going to try and get himself into that 1st place spot if he can. He's only 0.08 of a second behind the leader. Sorry, no, 0.03 of a second actually behind the leader, which is a small margin. I think he's also bailed out of that lap as well. Anybody on a flying lap here? The baby Yusuf. He must have bailed out of his lap time as well. He's coming round turns 9 and 10. So he's going to make his way down into 11 and 12 here. There's sharp left-hander. Always a tricky one to get because you've got to readjust yourself for 12 and round into 13 as he starts to pick up some more speed. He's hitting 190 miles an hour and he has DRS. This is where he's really going to be trying to milk this car as much as possible as he reaches just about 211 miles an hour there as he hits the braking zone. Very nicely done there. Didn't hit the braking too late, so there are a few people who have crossed the line and stayed in their positions. Let's see if the baby Yusuf can get a position, and he does. He moves up to 7th. So Dogs is going to stay in 5th. Then we've got the baby Yusuf in 7th, Oriol in 8th, Abati in 9th. Cryptek is going to stay in 11th in case anyone moves up. He'll be staying there for the moment. Taylor in 12th. GSY Bates in 14th. Oh, Tim has crossed the line. He cannot improve now. So he is in a 132.5 in first place. So he can now not improve. So anybody behind him now has the opportunity to take first place. Let's see if Keza can. Lonely Boy isn't going to be doing that. He'll be taking 3rd place if no one else improves. All eyes on Keza here. Can he take that first place position? Comes down there very nicely into this braking zone here. Come around the last corner. Can he get it? Is he going to get it? Oh, and he does! He beats him by 0.3 of a second. So Keza will take first place position in case... Well, I'll keep an eye on Charge, though, who is still on a flying lap. But I don't think he's going to get it. No! So Keza will start the race on pole position with Tim behind him in 2nd. Then we have Lonely Boy in 3rd. Super Bounty in 4th. Charged in 5th place. Then Dogs in 6th. In 7th place we have Kebab. In 8th place we have the baby Yusuf. In 9th, Oriol. In 10th, Barty. In 11th we have Cryptek. In 12th we have Taylor. 13th we have Dylan and GSY Bates. In 14th, HTTP Pyro in 15th. So that will be our standings for the race here in China. Keza there with the his final fastest lap there. His final lap managed to get over Tim with 0.3 of a second. So it looks like everyone who will be starting mainly on the soft tyre, that red wall tyre. I think Barty, since he qualified with the medium tyre, he will be starting on that yellow wall tyre down in 10th place. So right now just getting ready for the race to start. We'll cut now to the race start. Just waiting for everyone to load in. Then we will start this Chinese Grand Prix. For a few more drivers to load in here, and then we're gonna start. So we'll be starting the formation lap as all the drivers will now go out to try and get some warmth into those tires, because that's what you want. If you've got cold tires, you're not gonna have much grip here. Let's take a look at all these drivers. So Keza looking to keep get a good start off the line here as he's trying to keep his first place position. Tim is going to be right on his tail though. Right behind him in second place. Lonely Boy's going to try and pounce, because if there's always contact, there will be contact. You're never ever going to have there rarely ever is actually an F1 race where there's never contact. You know? Like, you cannot fit in 17 drivers on a track. And then, you know, someone not make any contact. So, just everyone trying to warm the tyres up here, zigzagging across the road. That's usually the best option. Just try and get some heat into those tyres as much as possible, because if getting wheel spin on that start line, you're not going to get a very good start. And that can be crucial into your position and into the first corner, because the first corner is always crucial. If you come out the first corner clean, you stand a good chance of finishing the race in a good position. Oh, it looks like Kebab's looks like he hasn't even started the formation up. I don't know why. But the man who, I don't know if he's got some sort of problem, but the man who's got pole position in Bahrain and won the race, has not even started the formation lap. So it'll be interesting to see whether he actually will start the race or not, because this could be very crucial in the Constructors' Championship here. The Drivers' Championship, sorry. Looks like Swabby has joined us here. Very bad connection. God, he's lagging all over the place. So all the drivers now coming in to start. Only 14 laps in this race. Everyone getting ready to start. Lining up. Looks like the back car has just joined. We'll see the red lights go. There's been a yellow flag for some reason. I don't know why. Someone crashed as the red lights go down. And it's lights out and away we go. Looks like Keza, a little bit of wheel spin there. Looks like Tim is going to try and take him down the first corner here. There's quite a few people trying to overlap. So the Baby Yusuf is going to try and get around the inside there. And there's a bit of contact going on here. Yes, he's ran under the gravel here, the Baby Yusuf, and he's made contact. He's made contact with Super Bounty and Barty and Kebab as he's spun, and he's actually hit him into the wall. Quite a few people spinning at the back there. And it looks like, yes, it looks like GSY Bates and Suave both made massive contact, and Dogs as well at the start of that race. Dogs moved down a full 10 places at the start of that race there. As we keep going here to see. So Tim managed to get a really good start here. I told you, Keza, a bit of wheel spin off the start line there really didn't help him out. Then Lonely Boy in third, manages to keep his position. Charge moved up one into fourth. Now it's Super Bounty in fifth. Barty ran very much wide there. Can he find himself back onto the track safely? And he does. But the Baby Yusuf, is he going to try and come down the inside of him on this straight? And he does, yes. And he takes sixth place. Taylor, he's going to try now take advantage of Barty running wide there. So you can get behind him in the strict scene. Then it's HTP Pyro in 9th, Dylan in 10th. Cryptech kept his position in 11th. Then it's Kebab, had a little bit of contact there at the start, falling all the way down into 12th place there. The man who won the SAS race, can he have some sort of good tyre switch here maybe, a good strategy in this Chinese Grand Prix? Then GSY Bates, he also had a bit of contact, and he has come into the pits. Looks like he did have contact on that first lap here. It's like also Oriola's also come into the pits, and I assume Dogs will probably also come into the pits. Yes, he will. So all of those guys are pitting at the moment. As Keza's gonna try and look to cut. So looks like Dylan's gone off the track here, but he's been overtaken by two people, Cryptech and Kebab here. Both the drivers ran wide. Just keep an eye on everyone here. It's a very tight gap here to first place as Keza is going to try and keep behind Tim for as much as possible here. He might have that slipstream. He'll also have his ERS if he wants to use it on this straight. Or he may save it. ERS is very important. You really want to save it. And he looks like he's going to try and go for a move here down the outside. Bold move here from Keza as he actually, and he has taken first place. As Tim going to try and fight back, and he has got the inside line and he runs a little bit wide. Keza's going to try and go for the undercut though. Is he going to be able to do it? And he runs a little bit wide, but he does. He does complete the move, but Tim is not going to give up. He's going to try and come around the outside of him here. There's been a yellow flag in Sector 3. I have no idea why. It looks like the Baby Yusuf has crashed. Where's the Baby Yusuf gone here and he's spun out? He's going to have to rejoin the track safely here. Not exactly sure what happened there. As also Barty's also overtaken Super Bounty, who's having a little bit of oversteer. Can he control the car? And he does. He must have just ran on the grass there, as Taylor's now overtaken him as well. Tim still trying to fight with it. Super Bounty falling behind. He may have made a little bit of contact with someone, which is why he might have damage. As Cryptek is going to try and go round the outside of him. I think, yes, I think Super Bounty does have some damage, which is why he's falling so far down the track. Very hectic start there, as we think we saw 3 drivers spin out onto the gravel with contact. If only we had a replay like they do in the real F1, and then we would have been able to see what happened. But all the drivers are running at the moment. Keza managed to take back his first place spot that he lost out to Tim. He's actually made a 1.5 second gap to him, as Lonely Boy is only 5 tenths behind Tim now, as he tried to go down for a dive, but he saw a gap that quite frankly wasn't there, and it charged very much behind him as well. This could be the battle for second here. Looks like Quick Tech. Oh, Super Bounty's run wide again, but he has got. Has he got damage, Super Bounty? Really not sure what's happening here. As Taylor has come into the pits, he must have had damage, and so has Kebab, last week's winner. He is now also in the pits. Not sure whether that's damage or a tyre change. 3-second time penalty for Swabi there. So you had multiple warnings there, must either for corner cutting or collisions of other cars. So it's going to He's 3 seconds. If he's within 3 seconds of a car behind, he will lose out on that position. So all of these guys now, they're trying. The Baby Yusuf is also. Baby Yusuf has also now pit. GSY Bates. Just around Baby Yusuf. So he's also in the pits. Quite a close battle here, but from 6th downwards, 6th to 8th here, between HTTP Pyro, Cryptek, and Super Bounty, all trying to battle here. Super Bounty he will have DRS actually. Yes, he does. So he's going to try and take the move around Cryptek. Can he take it though? And he has. He's done it. Is he going to be able to go? Yes, he does. Is he going to be able to break in time when he does so? And he does manage to keep that position very nicely. As Keza, Tim, Lonely Boy, and Charged have all pit. So now Barty will take the lead. He is on the medium tyre. And the Baby Yusuf has DNF'd. I'm really not sure what happened there. Looks like Swabi just crashed into the pit entry. That is very good for him. Barty, remember, he is on the medium tyres, so he'll be running, unlike other people, he'll be running long and then short. Everyone else short and then long. He'll be the only man running to the near the end of this race and then swapping over tyres, making that elusive pit stop that could or can always change the DNA of the race. So it looks like there's a battle for second here between HTTP Pyro, Super Bounty and Cryptek once again. So all these guys moved up. Possibly one of them will be pet. Looks like also HTTP Pyro is on a... Has he stopped already? I'm not too sure. And he hasn't stopped, no. So yes, HTTP Pyro hasn't actually pit at the moment. But Super Bounty has just gone down the inside of him. Very nice move there from Super Bounty. He is probably, yes he does, but he now comes into pit. So HTTP Pyro is going to carry on. Cryptek is also coming to the pits as well. Keza and Tim both looking to take back their top spots on that podium. Super Bounty and Cryptek will both be in the pits. And then there's a big gap to last week's race winner. It may not be as big now as he's going to come round turn 16 into the final corner. Can he overtake Super Bounty? And it won't be Super Bounty, but he may be able to take Cryptek. Can he take him? Yes, he does. So both Kebab and Oriole and Taylor both take Cryptek on that corner. Super Bounty, very nicely done from him, manages to get out just ahead of these guys here. Came around the last corner. Tim closing in on Keza. Remember HTTP Pyro. He is on the medium tyre, so it will sort of balance out with them because they're on a faster medium tyre, however. So his will be a little bit more worn out now. So they will probably have the edge over him. As Keza's probably going to look to make a move here. Will he have DRS? And he will. He will have DRS. Can he make the move though? And he does. He goes down the inside. Can he get the finish off though on the corner? Can he break in time? Runs a little bit wide. I think there was a bit of contact there actually between the two of them. But Keza does in fact get up into second place. Barty's still leading this race, but he has not made a pit stop yet. Same as HTTP Pyro. We both haven't made pit stops yet. Tim is going to try and go down the inside of HTTP Pyro. There was a bit of contact and then the cars went ghosted. Really isn't as realistic as you would have thought it would be, but you know, hey ho, it's the Academy League. Nicely done there from Tim. So there's a little bit of a battle going on the back here between Dogs and Suave. Is he going to try and look for the gap? Oh, and he does so, yes. I'm not too understood. Oh no, the game has not fixed itself. Oh, there's a bit of contact going on here. These two need to be careful because they're going to cause some sort of accident and they'll get themselves some penalties if they're not careful. These guys need to be careful here as Suave that contacts once again as he does make the overtake on Dogs. But let's have a look back further up the grid here as Tim is going to try and chase after Keza. Managed to get the jump start on him at the start. Very nice start from Tim. As he does, he is in DRS range. Can he get the pit stop though? The pit stop, the overtake, sorry, that's what I meant to say. As Lonely Boy took advantage of HTTP Pyro, he's really going to have to pit now. He's on very slow tyres, and Tim has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He's obviously trying to find his way around Keza, and he does so many runs onto the grass, and there's contact, and Tim spins. The man who qualified second has spun. And he's now dropped all the way down into 6th place. Tim tried to find the gap that wasn't there down the inside. There's a famous quote from Lewis Hamilton. And he just couldn't find it. And he span out. So that puts him down, all the way down. But he's going to try and take back 5th on HTTP Pyro. As he has overtaken him. Pyro here is spun. He's also spun. He's going to be looking for that pit stop now. Suave's got 3-second time penalty. There's still a big gap between 7th and downwards. Looks like Crit Tech. Oh, looks like Dylan spun as well. Dylan has also spun down at the back here. So Dylan lost out on at least 4 places there. HTTP Pyro down in 6th place. He's going to have to make a pit stop at some point. There's only 6 laps remaining in this race. A Super Bounty has come out of nowhere and overtaken him. Pyro is going to have to pit at some point. And Barty's in the pits right now. Does this mean that Keza can take the lead? And he does. Lonely Boy's going to closely follow behind him. How far will Barty fall down though? Very nicely done pit stop there. But how far will Barty fall down the grid? Will he? I think he will get out in front of Super Bounty. And yes, he does. So Barty is now down in 6th place. Question is though, did that longer strategy work? And it looks like it did. It could have been because of the start as well, but he has gained 5 positions on the grid. The biggest gainer though, even though he's losing places, is HTTP Pyro, who gained a full 8 places on the track. Looks like just why Bates and they're gonna make a bit of contact there. No, it's very clean at the moment. As Oriole is gonna take that 11th position. The biggest loser here actually is Dogs, who also lost out on 8 positions. As Kebab will now also overtake HTTP Pyro. Not sure why this man has not pit yet. You will have to pit because if you don't pit on the final lap, you have to go through at least 1 set of tyres in a race. If you don't pit on the final lap, you will get black flagged and disqualified from the session. So that he will have to pit at some point. The gaps between the cars seem okay at the moment. Oriole is lost out in that position to GSY Bates. Once again, as these two are trying to battle it out for 11th and 12th place. It's right on board here with Oriole. As he's coming down this final straight, he is in DRS range. Let's see if he can make the move. It's 55% of ERS. Let's see if he can make the move. Can he make the move down the inside? No, the gap too big there. And he does lock up a little bit, but he's fine though. Not anything major. Will flat spot his tire just a little bit on that lockup. He's still sticking closely behind. 6 attempts behind GSY Bates. As Taylor has now overtaken HTTP Pyro, who still hasn't pit yet. Please, man, for God's sake, pit before you lose any more positions. So you can gain some positions. The biggest gainer in this race is not taking advantage of it. And Keza, the man who qualified pole with only 4 laps remaining, is still on pole after that hectic start that he had. Everyone seems okay at the moment. Oriole closing that gap to GSY Bates. Only 5/10 behind. Cryptech gaining in on, guess who it is? HTTP Pyro. Still don't understand why this man is not pitting. Hopefully he will at some point. Barty just set a fastest lap of 135.4 there. Looks like Dogs is overtaken Suave, and Oriole managed to get around. Non-surprise, HTTP Pyro, who is gonna still, this man needs to pit. What is he trying to do? Has he pit this race at all? Let's have a look. Stops. No, he's the only man on the grid to have not made a stop yet. Sorry about that there, guys. Everyone at the moment seems to be going okay. Not too many battles on at the moment. Still the battle between these two, and it is now for points. So it's really gonna see this battle heat up here. As Cryptek has run wide, so now he comes into the equation in this battle. Question is though, can they catch up to him? He did run right, but is he on the faster tyre? And guess who is in front of them? Oh no, he's down there, but they are gaining on Super Bounty. And Charged, he's getting a little bit closer to Lonely Boy now for that second place position. There are big points gaps up there. So we're going to see any of these drivers can get into the podium position. And Super Bounty is pit. Okay, so he's coming to the pit stop. I think that will be his second stop. Yes, it will be. So HTTP Pyro, I think this is his last chance to pit this lap. Otherwise he will be disqualified, I believe. Because he cannot pit on the final lap, otherwise he will cross the line. Oriol has got himself, both him and GSY Bates, both up into points positions. But got a little bit of traffic here. They're going to have to... Dylan's going to have to move out the way. He's over a lap down on these people, but he's going to need to move out of the way of these front runners. There's Cryptek here. I think he's struggling a little bit with some grip there. So right on board here with these two are very, very close up front. Let's keep an eye on this battle. Both of these two drivers looking for second place. Big points here on offer. He's going to trying to find any gaps at all to make a move on Lonely Boy. Well, we have an exciting battle here. Oriol though, still close behind Cryptek. A little bit of a lock up there, and there's 4 attempts now between these two. Charged has got DRS on Lonely Boy. He's going to go round the outside here. Will there be contact? Is he going to make the move? And he does. That was a very nice pass there from Charged, as he goes round the outside of Lonely Boy to take second place. A very, very nice pass there from Charged, as he has now got himself up 3 positions into that top spot. Second from top spot, sorry, that penultimate from the first place position. And Oriol has overtaken Cryptek. And Taylor's ran on the grass. So Taylor's now down into 10th place. See, that could have been a big loss of points there. And here is last week's race winner, who is going to get 6th place. He may still retain his lead in the championship, I'm not too sure. We'll find out. 6 points on top of his 25. Depends on where all the other drivers finish. No, he won't actually. looking at the drivers' standings, Keza in second place in the standings in 18 points is leading this race. HTTP Pyro has been disqualified because he failed to use the required tyre compounds. So, as I said there, he was being disqualified. There's contact between Lonely Boy and Charged. As I said, he would have been disqualified because he didn't change his tyres, because that's what you had to do. And Keza crosses the line here in first place. Charged in second after that very nice pass on Lonely Boy. Then it's Lonely Boy in third. Tim, who qualified in second, had a spin out, but he's now finished in fourth. But due to time penalties, Barty takes fourth place. Tim in fifth. Last week's race winner, Kebab, is gonna go in sixth place. Then it's Oriole, who's going to be taking up that 7th place slot here as he comes round the final 2 corners of this race. Oriole here, he's going to cross the line, and he does take 7th. Closely qualified Cryptek in 8th, GSY Bates in 9th, Taylor, who had a little spin out on the grass, has come through in 10th place and completes all the points. Then it's Dogs in 11th. And Suave gonna be in 12th place. Super Bounty in 13th. And that is it. The Chinese Grand Prix, everybody. Here in the Amateur League, the Academy League, in Gavra Racing. And there he is, number 29, Keza, who has won this race here in China and will take a top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Moving in, take first in the Drivers' Championship, moving into the next track in Spain. Just run you through the positions one more time. So Keza was in first, Charged in second, Lonely Boy in third, Barty in fourth, Tim in fifth, Kebab in sixth, Oriole in seventh. 8th we had Cryptek, 9th GSY Bates, 10th Taylor, 11th Dogs, 12th Super Bounty, 13th Suave, 14th in Dylan. Then we had 2 disqualifications. Oh no, actually sorry, the Baby Yusuf did finish the race. We had 2 disqualifications of HTTP Pyro, and the Baby Yusuf did actually DNF the race. I think he had a little bit of a spin out there, but yeah. So that'll do it for the Chinese Grand Prix here in the Academy League in Gavra Racing. And thank you everybody for joining me, and I will see you in the next race.